Welcome back to the College Hoops 2K series here on my channel. It is the goods. Thank you guys for joining me. Let's get into it. So what we're looking at here is a recruiting class, and just to introduce you guys to what a recruiting class is, it's basically going to be the equivalent of a draft class, but for a college roster. So this is how we'll bring prospects and recruits into the college roster, doing a little bit of recruiting. All right, so I've got a whole tool laid out for recruiting. I've told you guys that before. Don't worry about salaries or anything like that. Salaries won't really play a part in, college recruiting or college rosters. All right, so where are we at? The first prospect we're looking at is Wilt Bryant. Quick origin, I made him 5 years ago. If we scroll down here, you'll see I've got about 5 guys all within the same range. So let's take a look at the badges. He has 33 badges, and most of these guys on this roster are going to have nowhere near that amount of badges. All right, this is a one-of-a-kind prospect, and we've got some other guys with badges. As you can see, it's only one other person that I've shown you so far with double-digit badges. So I really should take off the badges on some of these lower tier players, but for now, we'll keep them and we'll see how things go. All right. So back to Wilt Bryant. Let's look at the ages. Wilt Bryant is 17. And as you can see, we have different ages here. So we are looking at the recruiting class or draft class in the edit draft class mode. If we were inside of my league, the players would all progress and be a little bit older, but this is their age before the season begins. So this guy, Wilt Bryant, he's 17, and during his senior season in high school, he will become 18, and he'll start off his college year as a freshman as 18 and then turn 19 during the year, and so on and so forth. So if you look with me through these ages, you'll see there are different ages for different players. So here we have a player that's 16, but he's going to turn 17 during the season, and he's going to graduate at 17 years of age. He is the very youngest prospect in this recruiting class, okay? And he's going to have a very special story behind him. Right now, he's basically like a prodigy. As you can see, he is within the top 5 of the of this recruiting class. So he's very good, very young, but he is only 6'3". Now, I want to let you guys know I have edited heights, weights, peak ages and everything like that. Right here, I have an older prospect. He should graduate at 19 years old, and then he'll be a 20-year-old freshman. He'll have his own backstory as to why this guy is older. But you guys got to remember, in high school, you have guys that take a year after their senior season, their official senior season, and they play prep school and different stuff like that. So you really do have older freshmen coming to college basketball a lot more than people realize. Okay, so let's see. After we look at the prospect ages, we're just going to go through the characters. I've told you about Wilt Bryant. I first created him 5 years ago in a high school roster that I made for NBA 2K14 on PC. And ever since then, I really like this character. We have Lyle Russell. He's a combo guard. As you can see, he's 6'5", if you're looking on your screen. 6'5", 203. So he's a pretty big guy for a high schooler. And he's right up there with Wilt Bryant in terms of his rating. And so I wanted to make him like a star. Like, hey, this guy's a 6'5" point guard. He's there. All right. So Wilt Bryant's 6'6", shooting guard, small forward, and then this guy's a combo guard. All right. So you can kind of see these guys are like neck and neck, but those badges really put Wilt Bryant over the top. Next, we got Benjamin Cameron. So I asked my subscribers for their participation. If you guys don't remember, take a look at this post that I made. I wanted to incorporate my subscribers into this series, and I know it's taking me a little while to get back over to the series, but I really only had a few responses to my posts, so you guys got to kind of pay attention to that if you want to get involved in this series. I have more info for you later, but as you can see here, his YouTube name is Ben A. He told me to add him. I added him. Also, I do have Dominus's character playing for Clemson. He's going to be playing for Clemson on this roster, so you guys be on the lookout for that. This Benjamin Cameron character, when I downloaded him, he was actually a 92 overall. I had to bring that overall down to be more in line with what I was looking for this recruiting class, at least. So guys, you know, kind of be mindful when you're telling me to download your player DNA. I can't have players that are too overpowered. All right. So we talked about this character here, Dana Harlan, a little bit earlier, being that he's the youngest player in the draft. Well, I'm sorry, youngest player in this recruiting class coming out of high school. He's going to graduate at 17 years old. Okay. Now his rating is right up there with the other guys. If he was the same age as the other guys, he might even be a little bit ahead of them. But he is what? I think he's fourth in this class. He's the fourth overall prospect in this recruiting class. But with him being so young, he's looking to be one and done after he goes off to college. So we'll see what happens with that. Now we've got our first big man. Big men are hard to make valuable in this game because this game does not really value centers, which kind of sucks because in college, a 7-footer is highly coveted. The big men with skills are highly coveted in college basketball because college basketball is a totally different beast from professional and especially NBA basketball. College basketball, everybody's not a super athlete, everybody's not super fast, and most importantly, everybody's not tall. So these larger guys are highly coveted in college. Fortunately, I wasn't able to fully portray that here, but BJ Newsome, he is a beast. So let's get back to Anton Hodges. This character here is a little older, and so I tried to get some of his ratings, like the strength and stamina, like his physical attributes. I tried to boost them a little bit because he's an older player, so his body's going to be a little more mature than the younger players in this class. And that's what I wanted to portray with him. Now, make no mistake, he's not just good because he's older. Even though he is older than the other prospects, he's still basically an elite prospect in this class. And he does have a lot of potential, but on the downside, professional scouts are worried about him being, you know, a little older than everybody else. But as far as college scouts, they're thinking, hey, maybe we can keep this guy around. Maybe, you know, maybe his age will scare off the NBA scouts and we can keep him for our team. So that's what they're going to be thinking when they're trying to recruit him. All right, this guy right here, this is Michael Reese. So if you watch Pure Stroke Gaming, now this is a shout out to another YouTuber, Pure Stroke Gaming. I just basically ripped one of his characters from a new series that he's doing, where he's taking an older NBA 2K and using a college roster, doing a college My Career or whatever right now. In his series, he plays for UNLV. Here, we're going to see what school he decides to go to. Michael Reese, that was him. All right, so let's take a look at some of these other guys. Let's see, deciding between those two. But John Monroe, I had fun time creating this character. Oh shoot, this reminds me, I paid a lot of attention to wingspans, so I went through and I edited a lot of the wingspans for these players. Most people, I read somewhere that the average wingspan is like 2 inches taller, 2 inches more than a person's height for average men. So I took that into consideration, and I also took into consideration these are basketball players, and so some of them I did like 5 inches, their wingspan 5 inches more than their height. Some of them I I gave them a little more leeway, and I do have a formula. I do have the formula for wingspans. Man, I might have to do a video about that if you guys want me to. Okay, I'm still going through these guys. Let me get back to the recruiting class. Dolph Mays. This is he's a 72 here, but the highest rated player in this class is only at 86. But this guy is a gem. He is a gem. All right, so I'm giving you guys the info right now, just in case I decide to put this up and share this recruiting class on PC only, because I only have it on PC. But if you guys want this recruiting class, you guys got to speak up. Let me know down in the comments. Right now, I am scrolling through the prospects, still scrolling, trying to find this other hidden gem I've got. Again, if you guys want me to do that wingspan video, let me know in the comments. You guys got to get active if you want. You got to let me know what you guys want. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna keep scrolling. I am looking for. Where is he? I made another prospect for some of you guys who will be using my recruiting tool. And if I decide to share this, if you're using my recruiting tool, where is this guy at? Goodness. I try to make some hidden gems. I try to make some guys who would stick around for all 4 years, just because I don't know what school people are going to pick when they're using my recruiting tool. So I want to give everybody a chance to get a decent player, but not everybody's going to get a star. This guy right here, I'm telling you right now, I'm just going to give you the insight. This guy right here, he's going to be a star at some point. So if you develop him, you get him on your team, you recruit him, he chooses your team, make sure you develop him. This guy is going to be a star. Right now, he's playing out of position a little bit because he's 6'6" and he's in high school. But if you develop him, put him in the right role, I'm not saying he'll be a superstar on offense or a superstar on defense. You got to kind of figure that part out. But he will be a star in some way or fashion. It's up to you to develop this guy. And anyway, basically, I'm at the point where I've shown you guys the recruiting class. I'm going to have to get to some more videos. I got to stop. It's not that I'm being lazy, but trying to take my time with this. I've got to get you guys some more videos out. All right. This has been the recruiting class. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you are still looking for ways to interact with me, or maybe showcase your instrumentals or advertise on a future video of mine, make sure you follow me over on Twitter at TGsoGood. Also, if you're looking for other ways to get in contact with me, maybe on Discord, Steam, NLSC, make sure you scroll down to the description. It'll have more ways that you can get in contact with me. All right, guys, this video has been a wrap. And until next time, just be good. I'm gone.